Friends, guess what? I just filmed the entire video and I wasn't in focus. Story of my life. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know the song. Okay, let's do this again. Take 2. Hey guys, what's up? It's Justine. Please excuse my appearance. I know I look like a hobo, but hey what? Hey what? What? Guess what? It's midterm week, and what happens during midterm week? You don't sleep, you drink way too much caffeine, and you look like a hobo. So that's what's going on right now. Let me fix myself up for you guys. This sweater is really comfortable. Wow. Alright, so today, as you can probably tell by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 different ways that I like to study for pharmacology. And I know I did a video like this back in February, I think it was, but right now I'm actually taking a pharm class, and I figured why not pass on my wisdom and my knowledge to you guys so you don't have to go through the pain and suffering that, well, we all have to go. You're going to go through it anyways, but maybe this way will be like a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to get right into it. I have all my little tips on a post-it because professionalism, am I right? So the first thing that I have been doing is I have been reading my textbook only for clarification purposes. I know that your professors will tell you, you gotta read this, and this chapter. Screw that. That's way too much reading. You're gonna burn yourself out. You won't even remember half the information, or like 3/4 of the information that you read. Save yourself the trouble and only read the textbook for clarification. So, for instance, for my class, I needed clarification on pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. So this is my textbook right here. So out of all these wonderful, I don't know how many chapters there are, probably like 55, 52, wow, pretty close. Out of these 52 chapters, I've only read 2 because I'm lazy, maybe. And then what I did is I took some extra notes on a piece of paper. I color-coded it. As you can tell, the title is in purple, and then I wrote all the important like keywords in a purple color and then other keywords in another color so that they would stand out and I wouldn't have to like actually read and like put effort, because like who wants to do that, right? So yeah, I did this for, this one's pharmacodynamics and this one is pharmacokinetics, and I only did it for that because I find that it's a huge waste of time to read all of your textbook. So tip number 2 that I've been doing, which has been super efficient actually, is I have been going to the gym. Round of applause for me, right? Yes, I started going to the gym again, and instead of either like running or going on the elliptical or whatever, what I'll do is I will speed walk on the treadmill, and as I'm doing that, I will read my notes. And now these are my notes. These are NTCs from last year. NTCs, I don't know what it stands for. It's like note-taking, I don't know what the C stands for. Note takers, basically. And they take notes for every single lecture, and then you can buy them. But someone very generously gave them to me from last year. And so I had it spiral bound. You guys can do this at, I think, Staples or any like printing shop will do this for you for like $5. It's super cheap. And then as I'm listening to the lecture, because our lectures are also recorded, so I don't have to go to class all the time, which is pretty great. I try to go as often as possible, but sometimes I don't want to wake up at 8 a.m. so I just sleep in and listen to it the next day, which has been wonderful. So as I'm listening to the lecture, I will highlight, add extra notes, all that fun stuff, and each class is about like 8 to 10 pages, which is, it seems like a lot, but it's actually not that bad. And then instead of just sitting at my desk and reading my notes and falling asleep, I go to the gym, so I kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I actually read my notes. And say I'll do cardio for like 30-40 minutes. It gives me time to read it in depth once and then look through it again really quickly. And when I'm at the gym on the treadmill, it's either like look at the wall or look at my notes, so clearly I'm going to look at my notes. And I found that that has been super efficient. So what I'll do is I'll go to the gym, I will read my notes, and then when I come home, which brings me to tip number 3, I have been making cue cards. And these are not just classic old cue cards like I used to do anyways. Before I used to just write basically just the information on cue cards, but I found that I never really they weren't very efficient. I would read them once or twice, but I wouldn't really retain any information, and it wasn't super, like, it was fun to make because they were like procrastinating, but it wasn't super efficient. So what I've been doing now is, first of all, I color code. See all these beautiful colors? Each color is a class, and then I have been writing questions. So let me find some funky, fresh questions for you. So I will write the question, 1 or 2 questions per cue card, and on the back I will write the answer. So I can either quiz myself, I can have someone else quiz me, like my mom or one of my classmates, and it's, I don't know, I find that having someone ask you questions, cat. Having someone ask you questions, especially when they don't know what they're talking about, like my mom has no idea what the fuck this means. She'll ask the question and then I answer, and then she'll tell me exactly what's on the back of the cue card, and then I get to like teach her at the same time. And teaching is also a great way to not pass on your knowledge. Teaching is a great way to reflect the information that you're reading onto someone else, and explaining it actually makes you retain it way better. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing with the cue cards, and I think they've been great. Also, just I'm a kinesthetic learner. Is that, I don't know if this is what it is, but writing it down versus typing it up or reading it, I retain the information much better. So for those of you that are like that, writing question cue cards are great, and I think that they're a great way to study. I don't know how effective they are yet. We'll see what my midterm grade, oh my god, I can't talk today. We'll see what my midterm grade turns out to be, and we'll see how effective they were. Alright, tip number 4 is something that I have never done before, but I've been doing recently. So as I told you guys, is my camera crooked? Oh, it totally is. Okay, so as I told you guys, my lectures are recorded. I know not everyone's lectures are recorded, so that kind of sucks for you, I'm sorry. But for those of you that your lectures are recorded, basically you just have like literally what's on the screen, and then you hear the teacher talking on top of the PowerPoint presentation. So what I've been doing is, so basically the way that I've been like going about the semester in this class, I will listen to the lecture as I'm taking notes on my NTCs like I showed you, then I will do my cue cards. But what I've been doing is when I'm doing everyday tasks like doing my hair, cooking, or I enjoy knitting because I am a grandma at heart, and it's a great way to de-stress. If you guys are looking for good coping mechanisms, definitely try knitting. It is wonderful. So instead of watching Netflix, Grey's Anatomy, whatever I would be doing, I listen to a lecture. So I get to do my daily tasks but have the lecture like as background noise, I guess. And it's a great review. I won't listen to it that way the first time I listen to it because that's way too confusing. I really need to have my notes and like write them down and be really focused. But if I need just a quick review, like I said, instead of watching Grey's Anatomy, I listen to the lecture. So I get a second review of the material and I get clarification on little things. And I find that when you're really focused on writing everything down versus when you're just listening, it's two different vibes, I guess I could say. So I pick up on things when I'm just listening. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. What is she talking about? And then I'll listen. I'll say, oh, how come I didn't write that down? How come that wasn't in my notes? And then I'll like write them down or whatever. So that's been really awesome. And I actually did that today. And I plan on doing it after I film this video because I need a knitting break. So yeah. And then my 5th and final tip is to find a playlist that works for you. I have trouble listening to music that is super upbeat because every time a new song comes on I just start singing and dancing, and then how the hell am I supposed to focus on my studies, right? So I usually listen to very chill, relaxed music and the same playlist over and over, like on a loop. But I found this really awesome playlist. I will link it down below. It's on Spotify. Can you link things on Spotify? I think so. I'll try anyways. And it's called Piano and Chill, and it's a very relaxed mix of piano music, and I just listen to it on a loop in my headphones, and it just really helps me get like in the good studying vibe and a great mindset, I guess, to study. Find what works for you, and some people hate studying with music, so if you don't like studying with music, then don't. But I personally do, and for those of you that are like me, this playlist is the bomb, so I will link it down below. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the 5 tips I have for you. I have no idea how effective these tips are. Like I said, I haven't had my midterm yet, but we will see very soon if they are. Let me know any studying tips that you guys like to do. Let me know if you guys try these tips and they help you out. And also let me know what you would like to see on my channel. I've been very out of ideas and out of time, hence the midterms lately, and when I don't know what to do I just vlog, but I only go to school once a week, so it makes for very boring vlogs, and I can only vlog on Tuesdays. So anyway, let me know what you guys want to see, whether it's nursing related, lifestyle, whatever it may be. Just let me know down below. And that's it. I need to go study and make some more tea, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys. Please be in focus. Please be in focus.